Okay, that's live. Heidi ho, neighbor. Heidi ho. Is everybody awake? I'm not trying to wake nobody up. I'm just hanging out, making sure that I am indeed. Am I live? No, I'm not live. I'm live right here, but I'm not live where I need to be. Okay, I am now. So tonight it is a wonderful Sunday evening. What did you do today? Do you have anything to share? Where are you watching from? Are you new to me? Are you an old bee? Is there such a thing as an old bee? What do you call it? OG, I think. People say, "Oh, my daughter just told me OG." So either you're a newbie or you're an OG. So which are you, newbie or OG? We're going to talk about how to make money. How do we make money online? I found something that I love, and you may love it too, because it has enabled me to go from being a DoorDasher to actually from North Korea. How cool is that? I love that. That is so cool. I love it. I was talking to a guy from India the other day, and I didn't know that Amazon. It was Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. I was talking to this guy, and he said he lived in India near the Himalaya. I can't remember exactly where, but I thought it was really cool. I love hearing from different people, like in different parts of the world, and what their experiences are, because it's different than what I'm used to. So I love to hear how other people live and what they like, where they live and what it's like. And so I love to hear that. I am a Canuck. So if you've never heard of the word Canuck, I'm a Canadian, but I live in Texas. So I live in the US. I moved here. I've been here for about, 10 years. So is it 10 years? Oh my gosh, it's 10 years. It's going to be 11 years next year. Like in what, a couple days? So I'm here to talk to you, to help you, to introduce you to a program that you might be interested in. This program helped me actually in my darkest hour. It came to my rescue. I was like door dashing. I lost my truck and my job in the same day. Yes, it's possible. I did it. And I'm definitely not proud of it, but I don't worry about it. What's done is done. And I actually can turn the clock back and go, man, I'm thankful, because had I not lost my job and my truck in the same day, I don't think I would have ever looked at this. Because when you hear people talking about making boatloads of money, if you're like me, I was like, yeah, whatever, bye-bye. I don't want to hear about it. I think you're full of baloney. And I would scroll past these people talking about money. Well, this girl, she seemed real sweet. She seemed nice. I must have stopped long enough so that algorithm could pick it up. Because when I lost the truck and job, 2 days later, the same girl popped back up on my feed. And nope, not right now. Okay, go get pajamas on. So when she popped back up on my feed, I was like, okay, I lost my truck and my job. What are you talking about? So this is what I'm talking about. This is how I am now no longer a DoorDasher. I actually work from home now, and I followed a blueprint. This is my website. If you're cruising through here at any point in time and you're like, what are you talking about? I don't have time to stop and listen. You can go to grannysgettingpaid.com. You can do this at your own leisure whenever you want to. Hello, thank you for the likes. You can go there. Thought I was going to cough, but I wasn't sure. You can go there. You'll have to put your email in because I have an automated system, and I love that. That means that if you're sitting here right now and you go here and you put your email in, you're going to get an immediate response from me. Even though I'm not sitting at the computer typing, you're going to get an immediate response, which is what we all want. And we all want to work less, right? Yes or yes? I want to work less. What about you? Do you want 2025 to be different than 2024? I'll put both hands up, man. I want 2025 to be the best year ever because I've learned this important skill that I don't know if is it a skill? Yeah, it is a skill to actually learn how to make money, but not work that normal grind, because that 40-hour work week doesn't leave much time for life and living and just, well, I don't know what else you could say, life and living, or like it's like less stress. There's all kinds of wonderful gifts that time gives you that money can't. So we learn how to master a 2-hour workday. In this program, I work 2 to 3 hours a day. No joke, 2 to 3 hours a day. How can you do that? Because of this right here being automated. So when I say you got to go here, put your email in, that's what you would have other people do. So what I do is what I teach you to do. You do the same thing that I'm doing, because we all want to work less and we want to live. Don't you want to like dream? Don't you want to have dreams? Hey, you're right by the cord, my love. Get away from the cord. Get away from the cord. Oh, just leave it there. Just, Judabine, leave it. Leave it. You're pulling the light. There's a light hanging from my ceiling, and he's pulling on the. It's like a light. Anyway, it's a light. Okay, get away from it. Just move the net away from it. I don't want the light to come falling down on your head. Just leave it right there. That's fine. That's good. Just leave it right there. I'll fix it after. Thank you, love. So we all want an automated system. If you have worked really hard in life, as I have, and you are tired and you feel like there's no end in sight, and maybe you're just like overworked and underpaid. That's what I was as DoorDasher. I was trying, like, it's so frustrating to me. Maybe it's frustrating to you. For me to actually do the DoorDashing thing and work so hard and still not make my ends meet. Like I've been self-employed my whole entire life. And the reason I DoorDashed was because I was left with 4 kids, a family of 5, and I was struggling. I had been self-employed forever. Like I don't even remember the last time I had a job. Probably when I was 26, 27, something like probably 26, 27. I think that was the last time I actually had a job where somebody gave me a paycheck. So when my husband left us, I won't go into that story tonight, but when we were left, there was 5 of us and I had no income. I did nonprofit work, but I had no income from it. So I struggled. I did the work from home job search thing. I have got experience in life that does not transfer to paper, because when you're self-employed, I've never had a boss. Like, and the people that I don't even know where they are now. Like you're talking about years and years ago. So when I found this after DoorDashing, I was like, okay, tell me about this. So let's just fast forward. So that's how I ended up DoorDashing, out of necessity, because it's great that I've had all this experience, but it didn't translate into something that I could do for work from home. It was frustrating. Anyways, if you've ever been there, you'll get it. If not, that's okay. I understand. So what do I do now? I have the awesome business where I learn from other 6-figure income earners. Okay. So I have mentors in this. I have people that teach me how to do what to do. I actually have a blueprint that I followed. That blueprint has enabled me to actually be a stay-at-home mom now. So tonight we're going to talk about the program. And then tomorrow we'll talk about that automation process. But tonight, let me give you a little bit of details about the program, because every night I kind of focus on one section of this. But if at any time I'm live and you're like, what are you doing? How do you work this? Like, what is it? Anytime you have questions, just ask me. So I like to tell you a little bit about who I am, where I came from, what I do, and then give you a little bit of information about what it is that I do. So I promote digital programs. They're educational programs, okay? So basically what I do is I promote educational programs that you access online. That's what makes them digital programs. They're actually teaching me the skills to do the business, which I love. So in this, I promote a program. This is my business. But I promote a program called The Legacy. Inside of The Legacy, I have four different streams of income, okay? And I'm going to explain this. Some people will talk about the skills in this, because what the skills are that you actually learn are marketing skills. You could learn how to market online in these programs, okay? So these are the programs. I promote a program called Legacy. I was originally going to come in on Launchpad. So how does this work? Let me give you the rundown of basically how this works. You learn and you earn at the same time. So when I came in on this, I was up and running within 2 days. 2 days. I didn't make these programs. You're not making these programs. These are real programs that are not just like, it's not a course that you just kind of take and learn and that's it. No, it's a program that teaches you how to start your own online business. This teaches you how to make money online through an online business by promoting like educational programs. I hope that makes sense. I know it took me a little bit to wrap my mind around it, but it is an online business. You make 100% profit. I make 100% profit. So when I promote one of these and somebody decides, hey, I want to do this, I want to do what you do, they purchase, I receive 100% and it kickstarts their online business. This is the easiest thing on the face of the earth to get started. That's what I'm going to say, because it is. I've been through the mud. I've been through these work from home job search. I've done drop shipping. I love creating stuff. So I've done drop shipping. I did create digital products. I do create digital products. Haven't done it in a while, but I do that, and I have done that. These are programs that I did not create. And when I tell you that creating a digital program, product, course, all of that stuff takes time. It does. This business, I was up and running in 2 days, literally up and running. Where can you do that? If you're new to online business, if you're new to business, period, if you're just somebody who's so used to working the 40-hour work week, I get it. I understand that. But there is another side. There is another way. There is a better option. And that's why I show up. I share my story so you know I'm real. I'm here to answer questions, but I'm also here to tell you, hey, did you know that you can actually work from your phone with Wi-Fi and run a business by following a simple blueprint? It is that easy. Now, you do have to work. Of course you have to work, but we're not talking about a 40-hour work week. I'm not talking about that. It's actually learning how to do the income earning activities, and you're doing those things in 2 hours a day. Maybe it'll take you 3 hours until you get used to doing this. What are you doing? I'm creating content. And what happens when I make a sale? That's my income. Right there. When I make a sale, that's my income. So I don't have a limit on my income, unlike the normal job, unlike, So my hours are not the same and my income is not limited. I am not on a 40-hour work week. No, actually, if you choose not to work, you choose not to work. But because this is social media, because we're online, it is best that you do stick to the 2-hour workday. You want to have your content out there because when you post, that video is out there. It's creating digital real estate. I love that. I love that I have videos out there that are sitting there, almost like you have a website, but it's better. Because I don't know if you knew this, but when you have a website, I've seen this happen. I've built websites for myself, for other people. You don't need to know tech in this. I'm just explaining something to you. When you build a website, you actually have to push traffic to a website. You have to do that. But in this, your website is built for you, and we are already going on a place that is full of traffic. Any social media platform, full of traffic. This is something a lot of people don't talk about. But when you actually understand, when you create a website, it doesn't mean that people are just going to go there. Why? Because you got a website and there's a name and that's it. That is so, I'm not sure why people think like that, but it is so wrong. It is incorrect. And I've seen it time after time after time. When you create a website, you just created a website. You actually have to drive the traffic to your website. That's marketing. So in this, you actually have a website built for you, but you're using social media, which has 5 billion people on it. So you are doing the same thing, but you're actually sitting on a platform creating digital real estate, and you actually have the audience. You have the audience on social media. So you have to just pick that platform, go with that platform. I made the mistake in the beginning of kind of like posting on all the platforms. Now, in part of that is I'm glad I did it because nobody else can take my name because I'm already on there. Anna, hello, Anna. So I'm already on all the platforms, but if you're going to follow this blueprint, you pick one platform, you post on that one platform, and you really have to understand which of my content works, which of these things is getting out there the most. How do I do this? And you learn skills inside of the program to be able to do the work. Okay. So inside of this, you get to learn all that stuff. Hi, Trent. That's not Trent. Oh, it's in Tampa. I know somebody else named Trent. I thought you're somebody else from Canada. But anyways, welcome, Trent. So legacy is what I came in on. 3 things you need to understand in this program, and we're going to go through them quickly tonight because tonight is just talking about the program, what it is, kind of giving you an overview. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about automation, so you don't want to miss tomorrow night. I'm only on for another maybe half hour. We'll see how it goes. But tomorrow, we're going to talk about the automated part of this because then you really get, hey, man, I only got to work 2-3 hours a day. Yes, you really only have to work 2 to 3 hours a day. So you just have to hone in on what is working and do something about that. Thank you for all the heart puffs, Anna. Thank you. So first thing in this, these are all, like I just explained, this is a program. So whatever program you come in on, you're going to learn skills inside of all of these. This one, I would tell you never to do because it's kind of just like the bare bones of a car. You don't want just the bare bones of a car. You want a seat, right? So inside, I would tell you at least start there. But this is the whole kit and caboodle. This is the one that sells the most because we want to promote that one. So I hope that makes sense. You want to come in on one that you can turn around and promote right away. So when you come in on 9, you can promote 9, 6, 3, and 1. That gives you 4 income streams. 4. Inside of this, you can actually learn how to create more. I don't go there. You can do that. You can learn about that stuff on your own time, in your own way, if that's what you want to do. And that's fine. I would tell you to do that because not everybody is at the same place. Not everybody wants to learn the same things. So if you just want to do this as a beginner, then do what I do. Just turn around and promote it, and that's it. Well, I'm promoting educational programs that you access online that are going to teach you valuable skills that you can apply back to your business, back to other things, or even help out your family and friends who may be in business as long as they want help. Not everybody wants help. That's the truth. Not everybody wants help, but you're going to learn these skills and you're going to be like, wow. And you get to learn more about how to promote something, how to reach people. So if you have a business, this would have helped me so many times in life. I failed in marketing and I had no idea the importance of marketing. None. No, not a clue. But let's go back to being a beginner. So rule number one, and they're not rules, but I'm going to go over 3 things. They're not rules. I need to come up with a better name, but 3 things I want you to remember and think about when you're considering to purchase a program. First thing, you can come in on any of these, 9, 6, 3, or 1. Whichever one you choose, you can promote that one and the ones underneath it. So if you come in on 6, you can promote what? 6, 3, and 1, right? Makes sense? Pretty clear? Okay. So if you come in on 9, then you have 4 streams. If you come in on 6, you have 3. Carry on and carry on. Second thing I want you to understand is that you can indeed upgrade. You can say you come in on 6, you get in the community and you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know it was like this. I didn't know I had access to all this stuff and I love it. And I should have come in on 9. Great news. You have 30 days. All you're going to do is pay the difference between the 6 and the 9. Plus, you will have to pay that other $29 website fee because, like I said in the beginning, the website is actually built for us. So the website's going to be built for you based on the 6. So you would have all 3 on your website. When you upgrade, they got to go back in there and they're going to have to add in the 9 so that you can offer the 9. So you'll pay that $29 again. That's okay. Whatever works for you. I just want you to be well informed of what your options are. I love options. I will keep telling you about options because I love that I can offer this option to beginners. There are options on how you pay. There are options if you pay it all at once or you pay on a plan. There are options, and I love that. So the third thing that I want you to think about before you decide on what you're going to do is I came in up here. Okay. Originally, I was going to come in down here. On the 1. The difference for me was she was like, if you come in on the 1, that's the only one you can promote, which I was like, well, I want to promote them all. So my thought process was just let me come in on 1. Then I can see what it's about because I didn't quite understand it. As soon as she told me, no, if you come in on the 1, that's the only one you can promote. I said, forget it. Give me the 9. Let's do the 9. Let's just get started. I want to be able to promote them all. I want to know all the information because I'm an all or nothing kind of person. Just give it all to me and I'll figure it out. So when she said that, I went here. Here's the third thing you got to remember. All right. Each one of these we're learning stuff in, except for I never count that one. That one's the one that just kind of, okay, I have a business. Now what? That's why I say just skip the 1. But yes, the whole business in a box. I love the business in a box. That is literally what this is. You're going to take a key, you're going to put it in the door, you're going to open up the door, and everything that you need. Think about this. Everything that you need is inside of that house. Think of it as a house. It's a box, but think of it as a house, okay? I'm going to give you the key. You're going to walk in there and you're going to go, okay, wow, I didn't know this was here. Wow, I didn't know this was here. Wow, I didn't know this was here. 4 streams of income, guys. 4 different rooms that you can offer for somebody else. 4 different streams of income. And then not only that, you could go to the living room. You can hang out in the living room with 6-figure and I think 7 6-figure income earners who all started right here at zero. Even the girl who came up with the program started at zero. You can go hang out in that living room and listen. Do you know the value in listening to somebody else who's already been there, who's already done what you are trying to do yourself? If you are following in the footsteps of somebody else, you already got a heads up. Like, I wish when I had a thrift store once, and I knew nothing about nothing. I won't go in there. All I can say is that I wish that I would have had somebody to kind of like say, well, you need to do this or you need to. I had nobody. And if you've ever done a business and have had nobody, then you know that there's a lot of research. You know that there's a lot of effort. You know that there's a lot of footwork to actually get something going. So, Harpreet, hello, Harpreet. So when you have all the tools, you have a community, you have access to programs and things that you didn't make, all by buying the key, it really is a very low risk. Actually, I just did a video for YouTube, and I'm still trying to edit it, but it is a very low risk opportunity. And I know that people don't understand this. This is why I love explaining. I love showing up, because on a video, you get like a minute. That's it. That's all you get to hear is just a minute. And they're like, well, what about this? That's why I go live. I go live to say, hey, do you have a question? Let's go over this stuff so that you have a better understanding and you can see, man, I can't even tell you everything that's inside. But when you get to be mentored by people who have done exactly what you want to do, exactly where you want to go, the risk in it is like, I made back my investment in my first sale. That is a possibility. So when you come in on 9, what happens? You can promote 4, right? So maybe your first 2 sales are a 6 and a 3. What's that? 9. You just made back your investment. No business on the face of the earth that I know of is that easy, where you could actually potentially make back the investment in your very first sale. Very first sale. That's almost unheard of. Most businesses, and I was the bookkeeper for a lot of small businesses a long time ago, and a lot of them are actually in a loss every year. And I think Canada, I think the government gave them 7 years to claim losses. 7 years. We're talking about being in business within 2 days, opening up shop and having the potential to make back yours in your first sale. Like, to me, I'm like telling you it's gold and you're like, what? Like, no, I'm not joking. When I say this business is like gold, it's like amazing what this is. Amazing that you can do it as a beginner by following a blueprint. And it's, at the end of the day, I just think it's amazing. I don't know how else to explain it to people, because it's like the turn and go. It's a turn and go. Okay, let's get started. Turn and go. That's why I love it. So you're going to do the same work here as I do up here. You're going to master a 2-hour workday right here, and I'm going to master a 2-hour workday right here. What's the difference between me and you? Not just the program amount that we came on, but I want you to understand that you're doing the same work as I am. The difference is I can get 9, 6, 3, and 1. And you, if you come in on 6, then you're only going to get 6, 3, and 1. So what is your goal? What do you want to do? How are you going to hit your goal? Do you even have a goal? Like, have you ever thought, do you have a goal? How can I live this life a little bit better? How can I stop struggling? How can I stop like working and not getting anywhere? I know what it's like, man. I'm telling you, when you DoorDash, and we were DoorDashing 7 days a week. Like, in the morning, We'd get going, come back in the dead spots, go again, dead spots, go again, dead spot, go again. It is exhausting. So I know what that's like. I know I've been self-employed for a long time, but there's two different sides to things. And when you work, and I'm not opposed to hard work at all, but this is another different pathway. Okay. Then you actually learn how you can work a little less than what you're used to. Like 40 plus hours. We have people that are working 40 hours plus, 40 hours plus, and still not paying the rent, and still not paying the bills, and still suffering, and still struggling. Why? Does that make sense to you? Because it sure as heck doesn't make sense to me. Why are we working these full-time jobs that are sucking our lives out, that are taking our time away from our family, time away from living, time away from everything, and still not being able to pay the rent, and still not being able to put clothes on your kids' back, still suffering? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I think that if you're working 40 hours a week, man, you should be able to live with every need met. That's what I think. I think if you're working 40 hours, you should have every need met. That's it. Anna said, why work harder when you can work smarter? And we're learning. This business has opened up my eyes to be like, wow, we can still work, but not as hard, and still have the time to spend with family, still have the time to do the things we need to do or want to do in this business because it's online. And we're going to talk about the automated thing tomorrow. But those are the programs. These are the programs, and they teach you skills. They teach you marketing. They teach you how to do this, how to build the business. How do I get the customers? And inside the program, you're not left alone. Like I've made many friendships in here, and inside of here, you get the mentoring, you get the tools, you get the strategy, you get information to do what to do. So when I started this, I'm going to let you guys have 3 seconds to screenshot. 3, 2, 1. So inside, you can actually learn these things and then apply them back to the business. That's what you do. You learn the skills to the marketing. So we call it digital marketing. There are many different marketing skills inside of this, and they can be applied back to the business. So you learn how to actually build your business up by applying the skills. So I love that we oftentimes will say learn and earn. What does that mean? It means you're learning these valuable skills that you turn around, you apply to a business, and you build the business. You build this thing up so that you can actually be one of those 6-figure income earners if that's your goal. What is your goal? Did you know that was a goal? Did you know that that was an option? Because I had no idea. I'm running around looking for work from home, and it's hard as a mother. I don't know if there's any other moms out there or dads out there or people that are older that are restricted by mobility problems, low income. Like my kid's grandfather came over tonight, and I haven't seen him in a while because we don't have a car right now. But he came over for the first time. I haven't seen him in at least 6 months. And I looked at him, and he's 87, 85 or 87. I can't remember. 85, 86, 87. And he's got a breathing machine, right? So we get to this point where we are restricted because life happens, and he can't. Man, if that guy wanted to make some extra money, you know what? I don't even know what he could do. We hear about Walmart greeter and stuff like that, but that man, I don't think he could even do that, And so what? He's living on this restricted income, very restricted for the rest of his life, restricted. And he lives in this place that is probably not the best, but there's no way out right now. There's no way out for him. If I could get him to use his phone and actually do it, but guys are a little different, and especially from that time, from his time. But he could even do this. He could do it if he could do his phone, but he can't do the phone. So I'm like, man, we've seen 80 plus people in our community doing it. And I wish he would, because it would, even if he made one sale a month, one sale for him, that would be life-changing for him. So what would be life-changing for you? Do you need an extra 2? Do you need 3? Like when we're talking about sales, when I came into it, I was like, I just need to pay bills and pay my rent. That was my goal. I didn't want to be on a phone because I have kids. I wanted the flexibility and the freedom that this actually provides. I want to homeschool. I'm a homeschooling mom. If you don't know who I am and you're dropping in, I have 5 kids. I have 2 adults. One's gone, one's practically gone. And I have 3 homeschoolers. I was door dashing, lost my truck and my job in the same day, and I was stuck. I was literally stuck, and I didn't know what to do. And then I saw this, and I was like, you know what? Before this, I would have never tried this. Before I lost the truck and the job, I would have said, I'm not doing that. You're crazy. That sounds like, fill in the blank. Fill it in for yourself. But then I found out it's real and it works. It's legit, and it is actually changing how people live. It works, people. This works. Can you imagine working less and still making money? Like, we've got people in here every day. Every day there are people posting we call them wins, spiritual, physical, financial. You change how you live when you have less stress, when you have a little extra money in the back pocket, when you're not so worried about how am I going to pay the light? How am I going to pay the gas? How? When you have a video sitting out there, somebody told me the other day, one of their videos, I can't remember who it was. Oh no, maybe it was I don't know if it was her or not. Anyways, they had a video they did in November, and it got pushed out. I think it was this month. And I was like, what? And they got like some crazy amount of views, like crazy. And that's what we do. We're using our digital programs, right? And we're posting videos that are out there, and we call them digital real estate. How do you have real estate like that? Because we're using a platform. You choose your social media platform. You post a video. That video sits out there. You're posting 3 videos in a day. Think about the traction. Think about the people that are seeing your videos. Maybe they don't see it today. Maybe they're going to see the one from November. Maybe they're going to see the one from September. Maybe one of your videos is just going to go crazy. Or maybe somebody just comes across your page and they're like, wow, what is this? How do I do this? How can I get started? Is this something I can do? Because you have videos out there. They are digital real estate. Then you have that combined with a 24-hour working automated system where I'm not cold calling, where I'm not chasing customers, and I'm not, sliding into somebody's DM. Hey, did you know, blah, forget that garbage. I don't want to do it. I have no interest in it. So we use attraction marketing. And I love that. We do that, and we just show up and share. And I don't know what else I can tell you. I love how it's boxed up. I love how it's packaged. I love what's in it and who it's for. I love that you don't have to work as hard. You can do this. It is not a get rich thing. No, not at all. You can make money. You can. If you sold 2 of those in 1 month, that would be 18. We've got people that are hitting 10 in a month. That's only, I think it's 12. And I think it puts you at 10,800. That's crazy. What if you only sold half of that? Would half of that make a difference? You have to stop and ask yourself, what would make a difference for me? Am I willing to take a step out and go, you know what? I'll come in at 6, 3, 9. I'll do this. What's the worst thing that could happen? Really, at the end of the day, what's the worst thing that happens? You learn a bunch of skills that you can apply to anything in life, because these skills can be applied to businesses, to you're selling a pair of sneakers on Facebook. Man, it sounds silly, but you'll even have the skills to do that, because you'd be like, who am I speaking to? Oh, I'm going to speak to somebody else who has a kid with the same size feet, probably a boy. So let's put in this, and let's put in, I don't smoke, I don't have pets, put all these things in there that are actually going to be, it's going to draw them, and they're going to be like, yeah, just give me the shoes already. Like, it's so amazing, the skills you're learning. So I'm going to jump off. But if you are not already inside of here, if you are not already, what did we say earlier, an OG? If you are a newbie and you want to know anything about this business, you have questions that maybe you don't want to ask on a live, go there. You'll get my email. You can ask me anything you want to ask me. I will gladly answer all your questions. You'll also get a video when you go there, so you can listen to that and might already answer your questions. Also, the other thing I want you to understand is that when you go here, let's just say you check it out and you're like, no, this is not for me. Do me a favor, do you a favor, just go to the bottom of the email and hit unsubscribe. I'll take you out. It's not a big deal. I don't mind doing that stuff. Actually, I appreciate when somebody chooses to opt out. It's better. Just opt out. And then if you like it and you want to purchase, then you can go and make your options and go do whatever you want to do, because it's always there 24 hours around the clock. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Thank you to my family. Thank you, Anna, for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. And tomorrow's Monday. I will be back at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope to see you guys then. Night, 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 night.